McDonald pour, and this is another, I guess you kind of call it a Monday ramble a little bit. I got to thinking like normal, and I was thinking about challenge locks. Now I'm freehanding the camera again today, so bear with me. But first is kind of a disclaimer. We have the people that make the challenge locks, like this is a J. Gabriel that he made for me, and these are such high skilled type locks that they give you picking time that is second to none. I mean, they go through them, they change pins, they make their own pins, they just do an excellent job. And I can only say the most about their skill level. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, and they do great. And I take my hat off to each and every one of them. But today, my thinking is a different direction for challenge locks. Is kind of the way I started out. I'm going to put Jay's back down here. But is when I first started out, when my challenge locks I considered was locks from out in the field. Now, like this big box here is, as you can see, they're all cruddy, rusty, beat up, banged up, and I've got even worse. But I mean, you know, just for example, look at this one here. I mean, do they get any cruddier than that? I think so. I think I have some that actually are worse than that. But when I first started out, that was my challenge locks. I mean, because even though a lot of these are, say, master locks number 3s, normally a simple lock, you put them out in the weather like that, and you're going to have a challenge most of the time, because you know they've served their time. So to me, that is my original challenge locks right there. As you can see, every one of them are open, and I'm kind of proud of that, even though, you know, they're not a black belt, a red belt, blue belt, green belt. They're all fairly simple locks, but still yet I was able to somehow get those open. So that's my consideration of what I consider a challenge lock. They're kind of out in the wild. Now also, while I'm kind of rambling a little bit, I thought I'd mention that I got most of these from the local farmers, because every farmer in this area seems like has their locks. They lose them, whatever, and then they'll eventually throw them in a bucket like that. It's actually my naughty bucket. It's an old coffee can. But and you just kind of get to know the people, and they say, oh yeah, we got locks out here. So that's how I got most of mine. Now, in the same sense, I also got a bunch of them that have keys. Now, these have been picked also, and but of course I left the keys with them and separated them out. A lot of these are the cheaper type locks, in which, you know, you go to your local Harbor Freight, Walmart, this and that pickup, or normally in my case, people will just have them come in with the other type locks. Now, then you have what I need help with. These are the locks in which the city in which or town in which I live in, the water sewer department goes around every so often and they replace the locks. And when they do that, they just cut them off. Now, the person, you know, instead of throwing them away, I kind of got talking to them, and they said, yeah, you can have them. So I got them. You know, they're all American Lock Series 40s, I think, or something like that. Solid brass. But as of this time frame, I have this big old box full of them, that all of them are, well, I think that's a master lock there with a cut shackle. But I have yet been able to pick any of those. I have a Lishi will not open them up. I don't know if it's because the shackles are cut or just the pins are just that bad or what, but I cannot open them up. So if anybody has any advice on that, I would appreciate it. Then you know, like I said, you kind of ask around, and I've got this big box of you know, all kinds of like these, which I haven't gotten into picking anything like that, but as you see, I have a whole bunch of them. Skeleton keys from the old houses and stuff. Got some cylinders. You know, hopefully someday we'll get into more of that stuff. And then you get to the point in which you find the person who goes like, yeah, my dad, he used to be a locksmith. So I ended up with these 4 boxes of brand new locks. I don't know how many's in a box of them, and I think they're dated like 1964 or something like that. But you know, don't really need that many of every type of them. But and I'm not even sure if they're of any quality at all. But you know, but it's a nice part of the collection, I guess. So in my world, these are considered my challenge locks. You know, I get them in, I have no idea what I've got. There's no classifications that I know of for most of these locks for LPU, and kind of the same way with the, you know, my whole locksmithing experience has been kind of you know, what I can get. You know, like everybody else, started out with the Chinese sets, and which are great. You know, well, no, I shouldn't say great, but they do the job. Especially, it seems like they actually work better, which is kind of crazy on some of these crappier locks. And pardon the wording of that, but I don't know. Maybe it takes one to open one. I don't know. But that's my thoughts for today. And of course, my picks and stuff, my upgraded picks from the Chinese set. And I'll leave you with this. You know, my last video I think I had about the poker chips. I'll show you how that turned out right quick. Now this is the poker chips, and I can take them down, flip them around. There's no two alike. There's my McDonald pour guitar pick sticker, and of course my big board. So I will leave you with that today, and I know it's kind of a different kind of video, but I'd like to make something just a little bit different each time. But that's my challenge locks, and I like the traditional challenge locks, of course, but you know, we all have to start somewhere, and my starting out was right here. And I would set, I've only been in the picking since around January, so would be to close them up, pick them, throw them in a bucket, and then start all over again, turn them around. I'm still not the best in the world, but I do enjoy picking, and I put my time in. So that is the video for today. Sorry it's so long. Of course, I had kind of a rant there. But again, if anyone could help me out on figuring out how to open up these American lock brass with the cut shackles, I just don't know what to do. I've actually ground a couple of them down just to get the stuff out of them, but that's not really the best way to do things. So I appreciate it, and today is a good day for a good day. Like, subscribe, comment, always appreciate that, and have a wonderful good day. Bye-bye.